I got this girl and she wants me to duke her. I told her I'll come scoop her around 8, she said. That sounds great, shorty girl's a trooper. No matter what I needed to do, she'd be like, on his own throne, the boss like King Cooper. On the microphone, he flossed the ring. Average MCs is like a TV blooper. MF Doom, he's like DB Cooper.
Do you remember the last time you played a game and said, holy shit, my movement is insane? And don't get me started on that Arc Raiders mashing roll for the 100th time movement. I'm talking about that type of movement that messes with your opponent on a spiritual level. Like, watch this clip. And I know someone's already thinking,
this is just Apex Legends.
well, you're almost right. Titanfall and Apex are both made by Respawn. They share the same DNA because they had the same developers. Wall hops, zipline tech, grapple momentum. With characters like Pathfinder and Octane, Apex and Titanfall become eerily similar. But here's the difference. Apex doesn't let you keep in momentum. It's like the game was designed with brakes instead of wings. You can wall hop or stim jump, but that flow dies fast, and when you take a jump pad, the game sits you down like a good boy after. But don't get me wrong, I like Apex. Well, excluding Mirage. And I still think it's one of the top movement shooters of the last few years. But even if you move well, it rarely helps you win the fights that matter most. You might slide, wall bounce and strafe, but unless you're already at the advantage, movement in Apex often feels like style without any real substance. So if Titanfall paved the way and Apex carries the torch in arena shooters, then Deadlock is the next evolution.
Careful. Got! Literal miracle.
Deadlock is a third-person shooter that's also a MOBA, and with the dedicated community that it has, it's destined to be one of the biggest titles in upcoming years. The game hasn't even been released yet, and already has weekly esports tournaments where players can win up to £10,000. Valve and the team behind Deadlock have mastered the art of movement by treating it as a resource and not just a method of getting from A to B. Every dash, slide and jump comes at a cost, forcing you to think before you move, not just react. So let's break down the basic tools that make Deadlock's movement feel so addictive. Dash, dash sliding, dash jumping, wall jumping, mantling, mantle sliding, air strafing, line grabbing, and that's only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to how you can move in this game. Because Deadlock is a MOBA style shooter, you're not just moving, you're building into your movement. Want to leap across the map? Pick up Majestic Leap. Want to surf through the air like Aladdin? That's Magic Carpet. Need to teleport mid-fight? Use Warpstone. While the movement alone is enough to create incredible plays, itemization allows you to take it one step further. Movement is a resource, a strategy, and a skill ceiling. And that's why Deadlock might be the most future-proofed movement shooter in years. When I think of Warframe, I immediately think of the dojo obstacle course. This is where guild members were tested to see how fast they could reach the finish line. And while there were some that attempted to follow the path, others took a different approach. Although Warframe is known for its chaotic PvE gameplay or storyline, its PvP is slept on. But make no mistake, it's one thing to move fast in the open world with no pressure, it's another to chain that same speed and precision inside tight corridors while fighting for the win. The PvP may look like the most brain rot ADHD gameplay you've seen, but when you're the one moving like that, every glide, every shot, every slam feels like you're styling on your opponent, and it doesn't hold back. So it doesn't really matter if you're playing the story or PvP. Warframe's movement is unapologetically fast, brutally expressive, and rewards the players who actually put in the time to master it. All these games, Titanfall, Apex, Deadlock, Warframe, they're all chasing the same high, turning movement into a weapon. And this isn't just a shooter thing, because peak movement is universal. It doesn't matter if you're wall running with an R99, dash cancelling in a 2D platformer, or air stalling in a fighter. When a game lets you push your limits, you feel it. So whether it's Ghost Runner or a tiny Metroidvania built by 3 devs in a basement, if the movement is peak, players will always find a way to break it, master it, and turn it into art.